Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna talk about a crucial topic in personal finance and financial literacy, and that is debt. Debt is by far one of the most discussed topics in this day and age given the impact it has on our quality of life. Many people want to get rid of all their debts once for all, but they either don't know how or they don't find the method that suits them the best. So in this video, I will focus on 6 methods you can try if you have a lot of debt and don't know where to start. And without further ado, let's start with method number 1, the snowball method. The snowball method is a method that consists of paying off the lowest debt first while making the minimum payments on your other debts. For example, let's say that you have these debts, and let's say that you have to pay a minimum payment per month of $300, $150, and $90. So with the snowball method, you should start paying off the smallest debt, which is your credit card debt. When you receive your paycheck and after budgeting and paying all the bills and your basic needs, use the extra money to put it toward the credit card debt. And once your credit card debt is paid in full, you tackle the next smallest debt, which is your student loan. So this time you will put the extra money and the $90 that you don't pay anymore towards your student loan every month until you pay it in full. And then finally you will tackle your car loan, as this is the last one you still have. And for that you will use the extra money plus the $90 plus the $150 and put them all towards your car loan. This method is used and preferred by many people because on the psychological side of things, when you pay off one debt in full, it is like a small win. You feel relieved and confident and ready to keep going to pay off the rest of your debts. To apply the snowball method, start by listing all your debts from smallest to largest to get a clear picture of what you're working with. I linked 2 templates for debt tracking in the description below that I want to share with you in case you need a template to get started. They're completely free, so go and check them and start listing your debts. The second method is the avalanche method. This time with the avalanche method, you will pay the debt with the highest interest first, even if it is the debt with the highest balance in terms of minimum payments. Let me explain what I mean by that. Let's take the same example as before. You have the following debts to pay, but they have different interest rates. So with the avalanche method, you should pay your car loan first because this debt has the highest interest rate, which is 15%. After budgeting, use all the extra money and put it towards paying the car loan. And then once finished, you tackle the next debt with the highest interest rate. In this case, it is the credit card debt. And once it is paid off in full, use the extra money and the $300 and the $90 to pay the last debt, student loan. The benefit of this method is that you get out of debt faster than with the snowball method because you are paying the highest interest debt first, which means you will end up paying less interest overall in the long run. To apply the avalanche method, start also by listing all your debts, but this time from the highest interest rate to the lowest, and you can use the templates in the link in the description below. They're completely free and get started as soon as possible. The third method is the debt consolidation method. The goal of the debt consolidation loan is to take one loan to pay all your debts once and for all. This is interesting because you will receive a lower interest rate compared to your credit cards. Instead of paying multiple creditors each month, it is going to be convenient for you because you're just going to have one monthly payment. On top of that, you'll be able to save more money as your interest rate will be lower. However, to qualify, you should have a good credit score. Generally, a credit score of 690 or higher is considered good enough. The fourth method is similar to the debt consolidation loan, and that is credit card balance transfer. Much similar to the debt consolidation loan, the credit card balance transfer method consists of moving all your credit card debt to one new credit card. How can this help you pay your debt, you may ask? Well, the purpose of this is to get a lower interest rate on your new credit card. This way you'll pay less interest, and with the money you save, you can pay down your credit card debt faster. The fifth method is to cash out your retirement account. To pay your debt, you may want to consider the option of cashing out your retirement account like 401k, 403b, or IRA. The benefit of doing this is that with the money you cash out, you can pay off your debts and you will pay less interest. Also, if you pay off your credit card debt, if you have any, your credit card score will go up. However, there are some cons to this method. First, you will take out money from your retirement account, which means you'll have less money invested for growth. Second, if you are not of a qualified age, then the money you will take out will be considered an early withdrawal and you may be subject to a penalty. Generally, it is a 10% withdrawal penalty. Also, in most cases with a 401k or a 403b, you will be subject to tax. So if you withdraw $10,000, for example, from your 401k, you will pay a penalty of 10%, which is $1,000. And if you are in the 22% tax bracket, that's $2,200 in tax alone. So you withdraw $10,000, but you are left with $6,800. Another option that can be better is to take out out a loan from your retirement plan, a 401k loan for example. Some plans allow this, some plans don't. But the idea is to borrow money from your retirement plan, and of course, like any other loan, you will have to repay the loan and the interest as well. The difference is that the interest you pay this time goes directly to your retirement account, which is great. Essentially, you are paying interest to yourself. The sixth method is to file for bankruptcy. Bankruptcy is a legal process where you're declared unable to pay your debts. It can wipe out some or all of your debts, provide relief, and allow you to make a fresh start. However, you should use bankruptcy only if you really need to. For example, if there is no hope of paying your debt back, you can't get any new loans. The debt collectors are calling you, suing you, garnishing your wages, and so on. There are several types of bankruptcy, but I'm going to cover chapters 7 and 13. If you file chapter 7 bankruptcy, the success rate of eliminating all of your debts is 95%, but you need to meet certain standards. It will depend on your income and the value of your assets. The income test compares your income to the average income of your state. If you have too much money or assets, then you will not qualify for chapter 7, and you will have to check chapter 13 instead, which is a debt repayment plan. Also, with chapter 7 bankruptcy, if you happen to have some assets, you may have to sell them. On top of that, if you file for chapter 7 bankruptcy, it stays in your credit report for 10 years. With chapter 13, you will have to continue paying your debts because it is a payment plan of generally 3 to 5 years. Chapter 13 bankruptcy stays generally on your credit report for 7 years. So filing for bankruptcy has its pros and cons. That's why it is preferable to consider it as a last resort. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That really helps with the algorithm, and see you in the next video.